Alright, hey everyone, today we're going to do Pokemon Red with only Alakazam, one of the best Pokemon in the game. I assume this is going to be a really easy run. Yesterday I did Machamp in Pokemon Red. It got a ridiculously good placement, getting third overall with a time of 35 minutes and 55 seconds. It actually beat out Blastoise's results. I think this has to do a little bit with experience. I definitely have improved my play, but Machamp overall is still a really good Pokemon to solo run the game with. That said, Alakazam is obviously going to be so much better. For base stats, 55 HP, 50 attack, 45 defense. These are all pretty bad, but it has 120 speed, giving it a 23.44% chance to crit, and 135 special. It is like broken when using special moves. It also has a medium slow growth rate, which is by far the best growth rate to solo run the game with. And unlike in yellow version, it starts with Confusion alongside Teleport and Disable. Through level up, we get Psybeam at level 27, Recover at level 31, and Psychic at only level 38. Also Reflect at level 42. Through TM and HM, we get some stuff, but not a lot of great stuff. We're going to talk about Toxic. It actually is a move that has a niche with Alakazam. I don't think I'm going to use it today, but it is a possibility. We also get Body Slam, Seismic Toss, Dig, Psychic, and Thunder Wave. No other electric type moves though. I was kind of hoping this thing would get Thunderbolt, but it doesn't. Okay, what are my expectations today? I think, so I'm going to be quite disappointed if Alakazam is not number 1 in the tier list after this. The current time we have to beat in order to get number 1 is 35 minutes and 26 seconds. If we can beat that time, Alakazam will be number 1. It'll beat out Mr. Mime, and at the top of the tier list, we will have 2 Psychic-type Pokemon. Probably as people would expect. After all, this is Generation 1. Anyway, Austin and Zealous Pawn and I have been debating and talking. I went to an EDM show with my wife last night, which was my first experience with that kind of music live. Anyways, I was struggling to stay engaged with the music, and I was on my phone sending messages about what potential Alakazam strategies could work in Red version, and Austin played the run last night, and then Zealous Pawn played it this morning. Hilariously, they both got the exact same time in their first run, with the same number of resets and the same game time. They both used different strategies, but apparently Alakazam, all roads converge to the same place. I don't know if I'm going to be able to complete the trifecta and get the same time, same game time, and same resets as them, but we'll have to see, and I'm not going to tell you what their time is right away so that we can run a poll and see what all of you think Alakazam is going to be able to do. Okay, here we go. Let's do Alakazam in Pokemon Red. I haven't warmed up. I'm going to be terrible. Also, Alakazam's front sprite in Red and Blue is very good. It looks like the Pokemon, it looks intimidating, I love it. Everything is kind of marmalade color today. We're going up against Charizard because it's a physical attacker. Confusion at the start is so good. Now, these runs are going to be in a video where I compare yellow version with red version for Alakazam because it plays so differently in these two games. Now, you might wonder why. And that's why I'm making the video, is to hopefully educate some people, because in yellow version, Alakazam starts with Teleport and Kinesis. It does not get Confusion or Disable, which is absolutely brutal. I have no idea why they made this change to nerf Alakazam significantly within this arbitrary format that I'm here playing like 30 years later, but they did, and I'm frustrated about it. So Alakazam in yellow version is never going to get a good time because it has to take so much time in the early game. I thought there was a bug catcher there. I had to dodge him and then run into that wall. Anyways, you have to take so much time in the early game just using Struggle and then getting Confusion at level 16. Absolutely awful. Now, of course, we are just going to fight Brock on minimum battles. There is no reason to do any optional stuff to this point. I don't know how many turns I'm going to knock out. Wait, what? Why is it not recording it in the router? Oh, we might have some tech problems. Yeah, just a second. Sorry, we did not get the Brock battle recorded. I don't know what's up with that. Originally, I thought that it was going to be best, but I've looked through all the damage ranges, and I do think that Body Slam is a little bit better. It solves more problems has more upside. Crit, yeah. Okay, 155 Brock. Sub 2-minute Brock is really good. This cave, this cave is not good. This is one of the worst caves. It's so bright. No, stop. Is the Paris gonna get me? Oh my gosh, look at the Paris. Look at this Paris. I think we're gonna restart here. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna buy 10 Pokeballs. We learned that you gotta get Pokeballs because we can't attack the Paris. The Bide TM has one potential niche in this run, which I will talk about in a second. Also, since Alakazam is like one-shotting pretty much everything, all the paralysis users, all the poison users, we don't really need to grab other items, so then the Mart trip even becomes fast. It's just down once if you don't get the antidote early. I bought 10 balls for that. Are you kidding me? We don't need that. I actually reacted really quickly there and didn't pick it up from muscle memory. So we can teleport back from Bill's house, and then we save the time that it takes to print the text on the screen that says, like, you picked up the escape rope. It is slower to do that than to just walk out of Bill's house. I think only like by a tiny bit though. It's also easier to access teleport from the menus because it's always the top slot of your Pokemon. And I won't have opened the menu before Bill, so all of the cursors will be reset from the Oddish Lass. Maybe I should have saved here. I don't think I'm gonna one-shot the Pidgeotto. My route is just not recording. This is annoying. The Abra. Oh, it knocked itself out. So my route is just not recording. Luckily, we have both Austin and Zealous Pawn have submitted routes. And because of that, we can use their routes to optimize things after this. But it's really annoying that mine isn't recording. So I was told here that you need to use the elixir after the hiker to continue through Route 25. Route 25 to complete this section of the game. Is there a single Pokemon we have not one-shot other than Brock's Pokemon right now? I don't think so. Let's talk about Seismic Toss. Seismic Toss will be useful because Alakazam's a medium slow growth rate Pokemon, so it will be useful against Misty to knock out her Starmie more quickly, but it'll be a 3-turn to knock out the Starmie. Guess how many turns it takes with Confusion to knock out the Starmie, even though it's resisted? The answer is, it takes 6 turns, only 3 extra turns. To get the Seismic Toss TM, we have to fight 4 additional Pokemon. Even if all 4 of them are one-hits, we have to play another battle animation, and then pick up a TM and teach a TM. So it's going to be faster to skip Seismic Toss and just use Confusion to knock out Misty's Starmie. There's also upside because we could crit or we could confuse. This is not a good color scheme for Misty's gym. The water should not look yellow. I'm just gonna say the water should not look yellow. Nah. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. No. Okay, that started. Oh, are you kidding me? So the disable. Okay, at least we disabled Hypnosis. Okay. This fight started really well. We got a crit and then it went really bad. We got Hypnosis and then Confusion disabled. Probably the 2 worst things that could have happened right there. We saw that one step before towards rest. I know, I'm sorry. I apologize. Also, having Body Slam here allows us to have better damage against the Kadabra in one shot, which is a little bit convenient. Oh, we'll replace Disable. Disable is a terrible move. Can't see any of my damage ranges because... Oh, I replaced Teleport. I wasn't supposed to do that. There's one other location where it's useful, but it doesn't matter. I'll have to dig back from... We'll just have to use Dig for the Poke Fan Club. You could use Teleport here. I honestly don't think it really matters. The other place you can use Dig is Lavender Town. So here is where like you feel like Psychic is going to be useful, but it's really not. I think I did that wrong. I think you're supposed to Psybeam this. Yeah, you are. Recover in the place of Disable. Now Recover, Zealous Pawn put this one really well actually. Recover is the best move that you never want to use. because it just wastes time to use it. So you don't want to be using recover. It's not a good move to use. I should have used that earlier, but oh well. Oh, see, it recorded the rival 6 split at that moment. So we've had that twice. I'm going to fix it after this stream. So the goal for Pokemon Tower is to get to level 34. And then we should have 4 rare candies and be able to use the rare candies to get to level 38. And get Psychic. 34. Exactly 34. Look at that. All a part of the plan. Do we need Rocket Hideout for anything? We do not know. Good Pokemon in red and blue do not, or yeah, in red and blue do not go to Hideout. Hideout sometimes makes sense in yellow, but yeah, Body Slam can also paralyze the Drowsy, yeah. Another reason it's good. Definitely don't need to save. Unless it, like, Gen 1 miss on the Weezing, it self-destructs? I don't know. Does that? Okay, that was really risky. Don't do that. Okay, here we go. Rival. It's good that Sand Attack missed. Oh my gosh. I hate that. Reset 1. This is just a mistake. Okay, so this is... We're going to teach Reflect in the place of Psybeam. Then we're going to recover. Then Body Slam. We want to be able to survive the slash from the Charizard. If it uses it. Okay, the Alakazam is the only annoying Pokemon here. Because it likes to use recover. This is why we have Body Slam. So we can crit it, we can paralyze it, there's lots of upside, and then eventually we'll just win. The other alternative there is to use Toxic, which is a fun alternative, but it's fairly slow. It also solves Pokemon like the Executor later into the run. Alright. He didn't do his scary stuff. Okay. Let's go, Giovanni. He guard spec on the one turn he got. See, we could reflect here as well. Wow. Okay. Body Slam's really bad. I kind of hate that. Crit. You have to see the poison text. Okay, here we go. Oh, Growl. Just terrifying. Just terrifying for you to growl against me. It's annoying there, actually. I could get frozen, but no. Bye-bye. Do I need to elixir before the next battle? I'm a little worried. Yeah, 1 PP up might not be the worst idea on Cycling Road. Just in case you Gen 1 miss too. It's like, it does solve some problems. It's pretty small, but we made it through there now, so we're good. Knocked itself out. No! Alright. Uh-oh. Wait. I might tie. I might tie their times. I know I have recover. That's brutal. I want to reflect just because of the Executor. It's going to waste our time, as usual. Yes. Good turn 1. Hopefully no... Oh, are you kidding me? Well, the special drop there is really annoying. I'm going to see if I can play it. And we lose the badge boosts right before the Executor. Okay, crit. It's pretty good. Okay, we're slower now. Nope. Kind of a disappointing first playthrough, honestly. No. Don't heal when that thing's at low health. Got it. Wow, that's frustrating. Ha! The Fire Blast did like nothing. Okay, 3550, first playthrough, 4 resets, 565 bonks, level 58. 2 hours, 15 minutes of game time. Yeah, like, we talked about the PP up before this run. We came to the conclusion that it's not necessarily the best. Also, you need 13 uses of Psychic to get through the champion in the worst case scenario. So with PP up, Psychic will not have enough. You'd have to body slam the Executor once or twice. It can be slightly faster if you... Psychic does do more damage to the Executor when compared with Body Slam. Psychic is like a 4 or 5 turn, I think, and then Body Slam is like 5 or 6. It's like 1 or 2 turns better. But it can be... It has more upside because it has a special drop. We did talk about that. Okay, I'm going to do a little summary of the optimization stuff that we talked about. Really, we're talking about the tiny details of runs here. Is it good to pick up PP ups? In some cases, yes, if you're going to run Reflect through level up, because then you have more Psychic Psychic PP throughout the mid game. However, we can also run Mimic, which then we can just keep Psychic Psybeam throughout the mid game to have more PP. There aren't really a lot of optimizations to make around rare candies. We just want to get Psychic as soon as possible. Really, that's it. There's a question around, do you do the Gentleman Candy? Do you take Psychic from Saffron City? But overall, I think it is better to do Gentleman Candy and then skip the Psychic TM entirely. Finally, at the end of the game, we have to see, like, what do we Mimic? Is that better than Reflect? And I think the jury is still out on that. For Lorelei, Mimic Amnesia setup, sweep her final 3 Pokemon more consistently using Psychic, saving PP. Then, at Lance, Mimic Agility, set up on the first Dragonair or second Dragonair, depending on where we level up, and then sweep his Aerodactyl and his Dragonite. For the champion, we are playing around with the idea of mimicking Horn Drill to knock out the Executor very quickly, bypassing the annoyance of the full restore, which got me during my first playthrough. I'm sure I'm going to restart this one a lot. Essentially, if we get a reset, we're just going to restart. I don't think we're going to save once in this run. I don't think it makes sense to save. Maybe I'll change my mind, and I'll probably start saving for Lance and the champion, but no one else. There aren't really many teleport time saves after, what's his name? Bill. Bill is really the last major teleport time save. There's a small one in Lavender Town, but I don't think I'll hold it on my moveset that long. I think it's probably better to just change it out. We get the confusion on the Abra. The confusion on the Abra is actually really good. Yeah, this is the second playthrough. 6 PP is enough for Mount Moon, yes. Ooh, Bide Bag trick. Ooh, that's a hard one to say. Yeah, Bide Bag trick. Okay, I think I might try it, actually. We got the upside there for confusion, but it's not helping us. Okay, well, we got crit, too. This is a pretty good Misty. Huh. We're exactly the same time as we were last run. The run is dead now because we run out of PP, and I'm not going over to pick up the Ether because, like, we're not going to finish the run if we do it like this. So what went wrong? Because when we level up, we don't get Psybeam. I think we should get the Ether outside of Bill's house, yeah. But I also want to try the Bide strat on Misty. So we've got like, and Poké Center after Misty. Like, we're gonna save some stuff here with Bide. So like, we might not actually have to get the Ether. We might not have to get the Ether. Stop this. Paris. 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 Not again. Not again. No. I guess we were technically not on our third playthrough. That was actually the fourth playthrough because we did lose one run already because Paris just didn't go in the Pokeball. Well, speak of the devil. The Paris breaking out even once. If it was a race, we would. That's the last one. Hate this thing. Another reason that Psybeam is good. alternative option. Ha! We beat him. We're still 41 seconds ahead. Yep. Okay, we died. We did not have enough health to survive the drowsy. I wanted to red bar it. We were doing a bad run anyways because there's a whole bunch of things that I've identified along the way that we can make better with a subsequent playthrough, so I'm not too broken up about losing that run and restarting now. I'm red barring this. I do need to heal against this. No, Smash Math. Victory Road Candy is fine. It's 10 seconds. It's not too slow. Ha! Gen 1 missed on Mimic. No Mimic. We'll run no Mimic. Yes, Victory Road Candy does prevent the level up into the Dragonite. I don't actually think the level up into the Dragonite, though, is a problem if we run Reflect. Yeah, well, if you didn't know how bad Dragonite can be, that explains it. Yeah, this is way better. This is 100% way better. Okay, so Reflect is the strategy. Mimic is not the strategy. We've actually learned a lot about Alakazam in the playthroughs so far today. We have learned that Bide is slightly superior for Misty over Mega Punch, Seismic Toss, and Confusion. We learned how to get Psybeam for Surge to speed that battle up a little bit. We've learned so much about bag management. Yeah, 2606 Giovanni is really good. Yeah, it's really good. I think I can still squeeze maybe 20 more seconds out. I think I can. Should we try and fix the split error? Yeah, we're doing Reflect this time. Reflect TM. I need to remember that. I'm probably going to forget it, but Reflect TM, yes. Only 2 Pokédolls as well, because we will not get Mimic. It's interesting, what I'm noticing in these challenges, I don't think I'm going to be able to articulate this well while playing, but what I'm noticing in these challenges is that slowly things that are not optional are moving up in my mind and becoming optional and more contextually relevant, rather than just something I do every single time. So like, for instance, that ether is something I used to just pick up every single time no matter what. I didn't think about it. But now I'm starting to think about the context surrounding that ether and if I should pick it up or I shouldn't. And flexible thinking like this is always going to be stronger than inflexible thinking. 13 seconds faster. All right, yeah, 7-11. Misty's buying Pokemon cards. Imagine picking up the Max Elixir. Wait, the Max Ether? Is this shade? I don't understand. I feel like I'm being made fun of. Nice. No. No one saw that. No one saw that. No one was watching. Everyone was watching in the background, right? Everyone was watching in the background. Everyone was listening to the voiceover exclusively. We're okay. I think we're supposed to use that PP up right before we cut the tree to go to Erica's gym. If we do it that way. Sorry, we just gotta fly away from here. Oh, this is one of these runs. Really, it is like perfect play is what's gonna get us the extra time. This is, I think I should probably Psybeam that. Oh, that was nice. The crit there. Pretty good. Nice. Oh, this was clean. Hey, not needing Mimic, the bag management's actually a little bit easier because you don't have to toss an item there before Giovanni to prevent Sabrina from giving you Psywave, which is nice. And then we also save the time going into the house to pick up Mimic and a small amount of time cursoring up to get 3 instead of 2 Pokédolls. All these little things matter. This Pokemon is incredibly dominant. There are like, I think there are only 3 fights that are a little bit sketchy. Rival 5, but he's not that bad. The champion, he's not that bad. And Lance, who's pretty bad. Outside of that, Alakazam is just like a monster. Yeah, Tombstoner Brother for all our Gym Leader Matt fans. Hey, we crit the right on for slightly faster there. Hey, remember the 2606 Giovanni we had last time? 2539. 2539. Let's go. Let's get on the bike. Should have used a rappel. Gonna use a rappel. Let's go. Get out of here, Pidgeot. Yeah. That's right. Bye-bye, Rhyhorn. You're bad. Psychic? Leech Seed? Oh, I hate Leech Seed. Leech Seed is the worst. Potentially problematic for the Alakazam, but could get a crit turn 1 here and finish it in 2 turns, which is ideal. And then Flamethrower win. Nice, clean rival. Obviously 13 minutes and 54 seconds ahead. Let's go. Lance. No, don't do that. Sorry. It should not be setting up on the Gyarados because it gives it time to use Leer. So if it's their low health, Body Slam them to save PP. The Hyper Potions here can be very bad, as you can see. Champion. We got to get a paralysis or a crit here. Or psychics, apparently. I kind of wanted badge boosts there. I guess we lose them right before the Executor. Okay, crit turn 1 is good. That's not a good crit. Paralysis. That crit's very bad. We're healing. Stomp. Alright. Solid. $33.02. This is really good. Like, it's really good. I do have a better time with Mew in Pokemon Yellow, but the amount that I optimized the Pokemon Mew run is quite ridiculous. And this is a time with 2 resets, so like we're not even close to some kind of threshold. Also, game time 208, like that's really good. I think I am just gonna take this result. This is a good enough result that demonstrates how good Alakazam is in the 2-run format. I think that we see that we can go lower than this. Like, it's not going to be a challenge to go lower than this. I think we can do sub 30 with Alakazam. I do think it's possible to do sub 30, but like we have to get really, like I think we cut the gentleman candy. There's some small things that we can do that will improve the speed. And like you can get riskier. We can like skip some stuff that I'm not like willing to skip like even some saves. Like I'm saving here like for Lorelei and stuff like that. There's so much more that we can do. I kind of do want to play more runs of this and just improve my play with it, but I am going to leave it here because this format is a 2-run format for Red, and it would feel unfair if I did like 5 playthroughs with Alakazam and then ranked it based on that. I could do more and then not rank it, but that also doesn't feel great. Still, even just as is with the 2 resets on Lance, who is the hardest trainer in the run, we still crushed Mr. Mime's time. 35 minutes and 26 seconds. Game time, 2 hours, 16 minutes. Alakazam's time, 33 minutes and 2 seconds, is more than 2 minutes faster than Mr. Mime. More than 2 minutes faster. And it's also 8 minutes faster in terms of game time. Look at how closely Mr. Mime and Gyarados are together, 3 seconds apart. And then Machamp is just like a little bit behind them, like 25 seconds, 20 seconds. These three are pretty closely clustered at the top, but Alakazam just blew all of them out of the water. Alakazam is definitely the best Pokemon we've done so far. I think we're going to have to wait a while to get a better result than Alakazam. I don't think in Red that Victory Bell will outperform Alakazam. I think Victory Bell will be close, but it will get outperformed. I think Gengar is not going to be anywhere near these Pokemon. Gengar is good, but like Gengar likes to use Hypnosis. Maybe I'm wrong though, because Gengar, there aren't as many Earthquake users in Red as there are in Yellow. And I always think about the Sandslash and I'm just like, well, like you're going to be using a lot of Hypnosis right at the end of the game and losing a lot. Mewtwo is definitely going to be better than Alakazam though. Mew might be worse, like people were saying, because Brock is more difficult. Thanks for watching. Really appreciate all of you being here. It's so much fun doing these streams. This video is gonna come out in a month or two where we re-rank Alakazam in Yellow, and then I'll show these Red playthroughs and compare the two. Yeah. Thanks so much for watching. If you made it this far, you are incredible. Thanks for the support on Patreon and through YouTube memberships. That stuff really does keep the lights on for me over here and for my team, so we really appreciate it from the bottom of our hearts. Thanks so much. I'm going to go over onto Twitch and play some StarCraft now. See you next time.